Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, where our spooky Violetta is in front of us in the tender lender as we learn more about what is essentially a loan shark corporation that wish to leverage as much money as possible out of their customers or consumers, depending on how you want to look at it. Basically, they're people with the ability to do worse things to people in desperate situations, but the sound of things. So let's learn out more about what has happened, really. I want to know what's happened with her head, to be fair. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating, which you were seen before at?
What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tigre.
Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from? Zinniup's got a real name, Nick! Hurry up and find out more about him! Oh wait, you gave us a name? Find out more about him? Well, fine. I guess you're doing it via this, are you? Oh, yeah, but first of all, can't present it just there, after all. You gotta choose present first. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre.
Cookie?
Sure.
How do you like my cookies? I bake them myself. He.
Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No. Ladies first, Mayor.
He.
No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? And one seems subservient to the other, if you know what I mean.
We are lovers.
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The head injury? The tiger saved you?
Please, address him proper as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to...
Okay, Don Tigre, of course. I'm sorry. He saved your life? I'd sure like to know how that happened. Right, well, let's go to the talk function again and hopefully find out what happened.
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently I died. Once.
You died?
About 4 months ago. The doctors said to abandon all hope.
I guess they were expecting us to take a boat ride across the river Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything.
Everything?
When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy.
No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe.
I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head?
This?
Tell me. Head injury? Car accident? So what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation.
Operation?
It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury.
A fatal injury? May just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Here we go. We're not going to be able to unlock it yet, I bet. 4? She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. Well, 4 means we're probably not going to be able to do anything just yet, but it's fine because we've been given loads of new places to go to. More to the point, we've still got places we haven't visited, like Maggey and the Criminal Affairs Department, maybe Gumshoe's there, etc. But first of all, it's going to be Victor, isn't it? The birds are there. There he is! Old CD's back feeding the pidgeys again! There, take this, and get out of my park! Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Mayor, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man! What are you doing, Mayor? Huh? Gah! Hey, he's just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Pigeon. Ka. Look, we really need to talk to you, all right? Out with the demons! In with good fortune!
Ow, ow, ow! Seeds, shell splinters, painful.
I always knew you were a demon, Mayor. A demon summoner! Well, Victor, what do you have to say about your performance? I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Ka! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. I know the old man who was so busy looking at a servant girl's backside was true. And he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. That's what you think. Not at all. Oh, you listen to me, boy. I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. Oh. She put some white powder into the young lad's Javicino.
We hear you.
And another thing. The young layabout was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the berries. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay. Take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-head brat. Take this. Right, embroiderer. Well, let's just distract him with another conversation, eh?
You said you were a craftsman, right?
Ka! The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Did you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young?
I don't think that's quite it, Mayor. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I want a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Suck it up or cut in? Does that mean suck up to him as trying to like be on side? I don't know. Sucking up to people might get us some information. I don't think it really means that though. I think that just means taking it. Maybe he starts rambling and reveals something. Guess I better let him talk. Oh, it is basically letting him talk. Well, I could choose the other option again if I get it wrong. So there's not much cool for craftsmen these days then. Of course not, you idiot. What I'm good for nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Grandad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. Well, what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? At home and at that restaurant.
Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Trebian? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned.
What?
Okay. What's going on here? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. But then the owner shouted over to me.
Excusez-moi, you call the police.
Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call them on your cell phone?
Ka! Do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes?
So for 5 minutes after the incident happened, yes sirree, the owner was at Trebian on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you give me the chance. But you won't bully me out of the courtroom. Because most of the stuff you said was wrong. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame.
You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police?
What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived, where things could be changed. where someone has debts to people. In that time frame, things can be framed. The victim was dead, and Maggey was unconscious, which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have chased out of the place on purpose.
What do you mean?
Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Ah!
Oh sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead. We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggey and from Mr. Armstrong. Well, the nearest place we are is to Mr. Armstrong, I think. So let's go chase him down. There's no one in the front. He'll be in the kitchen, of course. Mr. Armstrong? Why did you kick someone out? But why were you the only one here?
Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again.
But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef.
Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me.
Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone.
Missing when we need to talk to him the most.
Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose? Maybe. Right, well, it doesn't look like anything new is there, does it? Well, he's not anywhere to be seen, is he? Okay. Well, let's wait for him to get back then. And I guess the detention centre is where we're going next, because we haven't visited it. Let's give Maggey some lunch. A lot of Mr. Gumshoe's wieners.
Oh, Mr. Wright!
Hello, Maggey. So they finished questioning you?
Was it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened.
From prison? Weren't you scared?
It was pretty touch and go in there.
Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony.
He's not the only one.
Huh?
What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either.
Not with what I remember of the incident anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Well, it's not like she only saw a bit of it after all.
Maggey, you know you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up.
Tell me.
The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table.
Well, indeed, we know who that is.
He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. Oh, but there's people saying...
That's confusing. So 2 potential suspects have slipped stuff into coffee. Really? But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? Yeah, but that might be salt. I was going to say sugar or something, you know, other things we said. That's probably going to come back on us, to be fair.
So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right?
It was MC Bomber, Mayor. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well.
They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir.
I found it now. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too.
Ouch. My head. This is getting way too complicated for me.
Right, after the incident then. When you woke up. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L., collapsed, right?
Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. Before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir.
So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Trebian?
No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright?
The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture.
Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Oh, CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go to the police.
Exactly. And you, Maggey, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time.
No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you?
When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all.
Grr. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier.
I don't know. The thing that man says doesn't add up for some reason, sir.
Maggey looks like she's trying to figure something out.
Maybe we should ask Maggey exactly what she knows about old CD.
Okay. Present Mr. Facey Face. Always looking up the skirt. Poor old Maggey. An enviable position for Gumshoe, I'm sure.
Ah, I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy.
Huh?
I thought you just said you felt much better.
Maggey, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony.
Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it.
Okay, more information? I don't mind that. Oh, by the way, while we're in the present screen, do you want some food? I mean, it's probably not a bad idea for us to give it to you now. Oh yeah! I've got something you're going to love.
Really? What is it?
A lunchbox, just for you. Here.
Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort in making this too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir.
Hey, come on, Maggey. Don't be like that.
The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them.
Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier.
And anyway, I hate weenies.
No, we look like you like him.
Oh, really? It's all yours, Mayor. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright.
But... She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste.
But... I guess so.
Gumshoe's lunchbox has been eaten with Mayor.
Well, how was it?
I hit the spot. I love weenies.
Oh, good. Glad I gave it to you then, sir.
Looks like she wanted it, to be honest. Poor Gumshoe. He's trying. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you?
Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant.
Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo.
But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman.
A woman?
Are you sure, Maggey? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Maybe I can present her as a profile. No, that's not the woman. That is, though.
I know I used to be on the police force, sir. But I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons of the clientele of Trebian, sir. Ah, don't let it get you down, Maggey.
But that was him. Was her, even. Unless it was a different woman.
Holy smokes, that's him!
Huh?
That's your phony, Mr. Wright. Just look at that ridiculous suntan.
For the record, I'm not sunburned like an overdried tomato, so I don't know how...
You told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan.
I'm not hearing this. Alright, so is that a conversation option, or did you see this lady? Nope, you didn't see this lady. Just wondering if I can get any more information about people at this point. Nope, didn't get anything there, but we got a kind of proof positive, but we already knew. Right then, can you tell me anything more about your boss?
Mr. Armstrong was very good to me after I was fired from the force. I can't believe someone as nice as him could have anything to do with this.
He really does, though. Well, in the time between the victim being poisoned and the police being called, the only person who was on the scene and had a chance to do anything was Mr. Armstrong. There was no one else there.
But Mr. Armstrong wouldn't... He wouldn't set me up, would he?
Well, these are the questions, aren't they, Maggey? That we're trying to present you, but it seems like I'm not getting any more dialogue options. from presenting at this point in time, though I'm wondering what reaction I might get here.
Back when I was an officer, Detective Gumshoe always looked out for me. But today I was the one who had to look out for him, trying to incriminate me the whole time.
You've got to remember, Maggey, Gumshoe's a detective. He's got a job to do.
My old boss. I thought at least he'd be on my side. He is on your side. He'd do anything to help. You can't fool me. I saw him in court today. I felt like a poor little baby woodpecker being pecked on the head by its own mother.
Gumshoe's testimony was pretty solid. No wonder it hurt so much.
I hate him, sir. I mean it. I never want to see him again.
Ouch. I think I just saw Gumshoe's chances go down in flames like the Hindenburg.
I don't think it's getting through to her that he really was trying to help.
Maybe by the end of it will. Well, no conversation, dialogue, extra options. We've got most of them stopping at 3, to be honest. As we move on for the next episode of Trials and Tribulations. I guess we'll move to talk to Dick next about his food being eaten, but not by Maggey. The utter hatred that exists. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.